So it's one of those things.
Yes! Just got YouTube working.
Hey YouTubers!
Hello YouTubers! That's probably just come on my phone as well. Yeah?
Right.
Just got YouTube working. Woo!
Ron, have you got any experiences that you've had?
Too bloody many. I've been doing this job too long.
What's your best one that you've had? Come on, seriously, what is the best one that you've had?
Oh God, I don't know. Been doing it for that long. I've lost track of all of them. Once you've done
What
one,
ones can you remember that you paid to test?
That was
probably the one which creeped me out the most on doing this job is back in 2010. All the way back in 2010 now, 8 years ago now. Me and the original co-owner from the original Haunted, before it changed to Haunted Encounters, we were set to do an investigation at a place where we've never been before, neither of us have been. But the night before we went to do it, I had a dream that night of being in a dark room with an old-fashioned TV from round about the Victorian times.
There was a TV in Victorian times.
Yes, there was actually. It was a black and white one. But anyway, general gist of it is the TV wasn't plugged in, and in my dream the TV actually came on and a figure appeared on the TV, even though it wasn't plugged into any mains because it was an abandoned building. But the night we actually did the investigation, that actually happened. And I was locked in a room on my own with this TV, but I didn't even realise it until it all started kicking off. I think that investigation, we ended up closing it early. We only did till about 1 o'clock that night, and we had to cancel it, and yeah, because we both
Pooped themselves.
pooped themselves, yeah, generally. Pooped themselves? Pooped ourselves, yeah.
Scary. Yeah, well, yeah, you got scared. But yeah.
That was one of the best ones, but really to this day they all just seem exactly the same because I've got used to doing them and working it. There's not really much which does generally scare me anymore.
No, it
but yeah,
makes you, you've got that thing about you. So you don't be scared. You go towards it. You know what I mean? If it is like such a Slender Man or anything like that, you face your fears. Other people, they can't face the fears, hence why they get other people.
yeah, but the trouble is when you're very young, like I was when I saw my vision, I was very young, and my school, junior school, was literally behind our house. So, you tell me.
Yeah.
And that was my first ever thing I saw. And I was afraid, but I didn't pay myself or anything. I just literally sat down from the window and gone back into bed again, hoping I'll never see it again. But I always remember it. It would never ever go.
I always seem to sense if there's something there.
So
Just
I
because I
think,
can't see it or hear it, it doesn't mean it's not there.
yeah,
Because they can be just sat there and they go, they'll leave you be. If you leave them be, carry on doing what they want, they'll leave you to whatever you do. If you end up provoking them and stuff like that, yeah, that can cause issues.
more problems than it's worth. Yeah.
But one thing we don't recommend is if you do a Ouija board, because otherwise you'll bring them and to get asked them to come deal with it. So it's down to you, really.
But yeah, there's a good tip to be fair. Is always confront your fears. But obviously, when you're kids,
It's a bit
it's
difficult.
a lot harder to be.
So if you're a parent out there, you've got kids that are experienced stuff, you can always ask us for questions, how to support your child so they don't feel scared.
Yeah, well, I couldn't ask my parents.
But it's one of those things.
Because my dad would turn around and say, oh, no, there's no such thing.
Children
So
and
I kept it to myself.
animals, children and animals are probably going to be a heck of a lot more sensitive than us adults.
Oh God, yeah.
Sometimes, but depending on how you see things, us adults, we would have to use our third eye, use technology to help us, because as the older you get, this is where you can learn something now from me. Technology comes in handy. With us, we're not always going to notice it, but we can feel it, we can sense it, because of how our body is. Not only that, with your ears, over time your ears don't sense so much in the way of sounds anymore. So you're basically, your frequency's not going to be as strong. Whereas a child, they can hear a much higher range of pitches.
Yeah, but saying that, even now, I can still hear things which isn't where anybody's around.
So I guess at home where I hear things. But I think I sometimes just get myself into it, especially like you do, because I've been watching a heck of a lot of videos from America to do supernatural, where they go into abandoned buildings and graveyards. One episode I saw was they ended up going into a tomb with many different bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an interesting one. Watched another one where two lads went into woods, ended up into a barn. One of them got possessed. Bloody hell, he looked pale as there's no tomorrow because he got possessed by things. So it taking different forms.
Yeah, there's a lot more out there than people think.
Yeah.
It's like Slender Man. People say he's not real, but he is.
There is people out there searching for Slender Man. One video I saw, there was two lads camping in a by the stream.
Yeah,
and somebody ended up chasing them with a chainsaw.
Yeah. Well,
that's a bit odd. But that was an actual person.
Yeah, but the thing is everybody has a different experience, and it's good that they could maybe get it off their chest and maybe put it down on the website or whatever.
Even
because
the most experienced.
all of us have had an experience of one kind or another, which is why we want to do this.
Yeah. And even the most experienced people can still get freaked out by certain things.
Yeah, that's why
Be surprised by what they find. Sometimes all you've got to do is be sat there. I sometimes find myself, because my house is 1800s, it's built from what I found out, I just sit there. Let them come to me. They know that I don't mean harm, so they tend to leave me be.
Yeah, but in our house of Bugle, built in 1880, we did see things at the corner of our eyes. And from what I could gather, that I had an old man trying to protect me, and he didn't want me to move.
So he ended up taking something
But it ruins mine and your dad's relationship, because that's what he did.
He had a thing about breaking
Relationships and breaking
didn't like
up.
couples at all.
But luckily now we do get on very well, and so we're fine. But it was just that house.
Hence why we're so different compared to different paranormal teams, because we don't just look at, ghosts, spirits and all that lot. We look at the demon side of things as well. So such say the demon of Ouija board or, stuff like that.
For example, Suzu was one of them.
Exactly.
Zozo. Yeah. He's a demon.
Yeah.
There is other demons.
There's a lot more demons out there than we thought.
Yeah, Zozo being probably one that's pretty more common to majority of people.
Some people say that,
Zozo's actually the demon of Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two.
People say that, Slender Man is the henchman of the devil. Devil himself.
That's utter bullcrap.
So we thought
everybody has different views on what is the devil.
Excuse me, underwear. Just seeing if there's any orbs with us. Can't reach
It's
that one.
affecting the light on the screens. It's not going to work.
You reckon?
Unless we stick the light on.
Yeah.
It's just nicer with the window open because it gives more atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
It was a thought.
But it would be
Just
lovely for everybody
Just
to
get that.
maybe come in with their views
Yeah.
and
You've got
experiences of what you've had.
Yeah.
It would be brilliant. And I mean, it would be brilliant. Because everybody is different. You know, so...
And we would appreciate it, knowing your experiences, if there's anything particular you want to tell us.
Mm.
If there's anything you want us to investigate, whether it's near or far, or if you've heard about a certain location and you're not sure if it could be.
Or even if you've got different stories to tell, you can
Yeah,
always tell us.
just put it down and maybe put the stories down online.
Yeah, we can put it in.
And then
our-
see if anybody else has got similar stories.
Yeah, and we can leave them and you know, trying to investigate what that
Yeah.
was.
I mean, I know we're only here chatting at the moment for everybody to see.
Yeah.
But
Bearing in mind we are recording on YouTube as
yeah,
well,
I know
so
that. But it's so nice to get so many people's views about things.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be brilliant,
Yeah,
you know, because it would be surprising how many stories might be the same.
we work as we work
You know-
around the community.
Yeah.
So we try and open up to other people what we've been through, and also see what they've been through.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously help.
Well,
them
that's
with
why
what
I
we
said
can do.
about telling our stories.
Yeah, we help them as much as we can. They help us, so it works in both
Have
ways.
we
Yeah.
got a camera up in the attic? Camera.
Bollocks.
5, 10
But-
the cameras just keep moving.
Because I can always do stuff at home. From my house, you'll get a different
I know we
perspective.
might be going on a little bit, but
If you want to ask questions, ask. Go ahead.
we really would love your input for your experiences
Any comments there, boy?
any questions that you might want to ask us, then please,
Ryan, I
so.
think you need to expect
and I mean
something.
please do so. You know?
What we got the comments then, boy? What we got?
basically we've got Bilson on Facebook saying, Ron, did you enjoy camping and what did you see there? Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
I was going to say, camping one was not too bad.
Yeah.
Alright, go on then.
There was a time where me, Bilson and Kieran there,
Hello.
that's not Kieran, that's Kieran.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, we
Get
were
attacked.
out camping just outside of
We're
Par?
near Par Market, yeah.
Yeah, just outside of Park Market.
Yeah, not outside.
Near to that.
Not outside Park Market. Yeah, we're just pitched up in the car park. No,
Yeah.
no, we were a bit
Properly
more
pitched up.
rural than that. And
field.
basically, Kieran and Bilson went off to go. I'm gonna actually use this one as well. Basically, Kieran and Bilson went off to go speak to someone.
Yep.
So I was left at the campsite myself, all alone
fire
in the pitch
going.
black, keeping the fire going. And whilst I was there, I kept hearing strange noises around me. But because it's just my natural instinct to go, oh yeah, cool, and back to what I was doing. But this time the noises kept getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and I was like, okay, what the hell is happening? So when I sat in the tent to roll a fag up, Lily. Oh. Sorry, I'm professional.
Sorry, excuse that word.
Yeah, that's swearing in this house. But yeah, generally going back to it. When I sat in there just to roll a fag, I could hear noises coming from around the tent, and it's like, okay, I'll get out and have a look. When I got out and had a look, there was this grey shadow figure which looked like a human running on all fours, but wasn't a human. It ran straight in front of me. Yeah, it did scare the pants off me, and maybe a tiny bit of pee did come out. But hey ho. But yeah, anyway, when I explained to Kieran and Bilson after it, because they came back and they could see I wasn't myself. I was a nervous wreck after that.
Yeah.
I explained to them and they went, don't worry about it, it's all fine.
Could be an
So-
animal, could be anything. That's what we.
So that night we all ended up deciding to go to bed. Bearing in mind we were all sharing this tent.
2-man tent, 3 of us, you know.
Yeah,
3
2-man
lads,
tent, 3
fine.
people in there, pretty cosy.
That could work.
You don't want to know what happened during that.
No, that's personal
Go
matters.
And
Yeah.
whilst we were just laid down, just chatting, I saw like this hand come over the tent, and I said to the others, a hand's just come over the tent, and yeah, they were like, no, that can't be, but it was. So yeah, that was a good one. Actually, the next night from that, Bilson went back to his to do something, leaving Mir and Kieran. We were going to stay there the whole night.
Yes.
Let's just say after like what, about 2-3 hours,
Yeah.
we ended up having to call a taxi to come back because the same thing
Same thing.
happened again, and Kieran witnessed it this time.
Yeah.
So quicker than anything, we just both said,
Right. This is.
Run.
the same.
That's enough.
and we just
That
packed
was enough.
It
the
wasn't
whole
unsafe.
country.
It was basically like it's that thing. Whether it was definitely on the hunt for
Not-
some
it's
predator
not
or
nice.
something to get its teeth into.
And it
so it was
didn't
safer
look
than
human.
sorry to
It
pack
really
everything
didn't
up
look
and
human.
just go.
But I
Because
don't
it
expect
did
us to
not
go
look
into
human. I tell you that.
But don't expect us to go into places that literally look like they need to be demolished, because we've got to think of our own health and safety here.
Cool.
Health and
Gas
safety
masks.
is the reason why. Yeah, we've got to.
So
think
if
of
you think the
ourselves.
property is falling to parts, don't send us there, whatever. We'll don't go wrong, we can go there, we can walk around, but we will not be going inside the property.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
if we had the
Unless
special.
we got the
Depending- yeah, we'll
proper
go in-
Unless we know it's
permission.
safe.
Yeah, as long as we know it's safe,
Safe.
to walk around the place.
As long as we won't hurt ourselves, we don't want to risk us.
Yeah, well, there are a couple of us that are asthmatic that we will know need masks
Yeah.
to put on.
If you think there's damp in the place, we'll be having masks.
Yeah.
So don't be too surprised if you see masks on our face, it's because of our...
The dust.
It's 'cause of
and
our
everything
health.
else. Yeah, the old house. Such as old houses, when they rot away, they got dust and everything, and asbestos sometimes. 'Cause
I mean,
obviously
I
the
don't
ceiling-
mind going in somewhere like that. I'll welcome it.
Yeah, but with such
But-
an old house, you got the old roofing, you've still got the asbestos. If that
Yeah.
gets in your lungs, that's
Yeah,
really
I
bad
know.
for you.
Yeah, it's a death thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well,
Hey. It's gonna be pretty dark in here. Even though
But
we
yeah,
do like
but
playing
I mean,
dark,
when we
but
do things,
we
we
did like
all
this
enjoy
situation.
it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Ah,
We all do it. We all do it for a reason.
Well, here's a question for everyone. Who believes in vampires?
Oh, that's a good
Yes.
Does people think they
Whippy.
exist in any way,
Or
shape,
not.
or form?
Blah blah blah.
question. Whitby's
Apart
castle.
from blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what-
say blah
Oh, sorry, we're going silly now.
Here's
It's,
another question.
but-
Also,
no, it's
who
a proper.
believes in satanic worshippers?
Yes.
Right?
We're all
Those
around.
One hand.